I can't stand veterinarians. Cannot stand them. Can't stand them. Oh, it's bullshit. They're scamming us all and nobody's talking about it. I will. Scamming us. We brought our dog Harper in. This is true. A couple weeks ago. Brought our dog Harper in and the veterinarian called her fat to all of our faces. I know. I've had doctors call me fat, felt nothing. And this doctor, he looked her in her dog eyes and he goes, "Dog's fat." And I was like, "I'll fucking kill you." Kill you. You don't talk to her that way, okay? You ponytail doctor. You had a ponytail. And I'm not here to judge a man with a ponytail. Not here to do that. But you're either doctor or your ponytail. You know what I mean? It's like, let's pick a lane in life. Nobody calls out veterinarians on anything. Everybody just listens to them. It's like, I will. I'll talk about it. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't know. They're guessing. So when you get... This is totally... So when you get a dog, what's the first thing they tell you? No human food. And you know, I'm dumb, so I'm like, okay. And then we had this dog growing up, Maggie. She was a rescue. She was a beagle. So she was food obsessed. Right? I had a friend come over once. The only thing you need to know about him is he is very stupid. He had a thing of 8 hot dogs. He put them down low, turned his back. Idiot. So, and I think many of you know where this is going. Maggie ate all 8 hot dogs. And we knew, because we saw the empty bag, we saw her, she had that like... You know the dog like look they get where they're just like, I made a huge mistake. I don't know what I did that could have led to this moment, but it's going wrong. And then we flipped out. We were like, oh my God! And so we called the veterinarian. I call and I'm like, what do we do? And he goes, watch her. And I was like, watch her die? 8 hot dogs, sir. So we did. We did. Just watched her like an idiot for hours. So she's around the house. And then after a couple hours, she goes outside, not trying to be graphic. She takes the weirdest, longest shit I've ever seen. I'm not into that kind of humor, but there was like an intermission at one point, and it was wild. And then she just popped up and ran inside, good to go. And I was like, that's better than me. Pretty good. 8 hot dogs? I'm Jewish. That's a weekend in the bathroom, for sure. Done. Done deal. What are you, Joey Chestnut? I mean, that's crazy. That's a reference for nobody. So, yeah, she ate human food better than I eat human food, and I'm a human. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, hot dogs are not human food. Yeah, we're not supposed to eat the hot dog. I'll save you time. Nowhere on the pyramid are you gonna find the hot dog. But that's what's so interesting to me is that we listen to everything that veterinarians say, and then nothing our own doctors say. Fascinating the way we treat those two professions that are kinda close, isn't it? I think veterinarians walk in the room, they're just like, no dark chocolate for your dogs. And we're all like, you fucking got it, dude. Wouldn't even think of it. Don't even worry about it. I'm on it. Whatever you say. And then our doctors come in behind them, they're like, well, you guys shouldn't have chocolate either. And we're just like, I heard something on Twitter that said actually it's good for you. And so, that's what I'm gonna do. We don't listen to them. And that's what's so interesting to me is like, because this whole pandemic, like the whole time it's been doctors talking. The whole time. We've had doctors out there, right? From the very beginning, they came out, they were like, you guys gotta wear masks. And half of America was like, I read something on Twitter that said, you don't have to. Now we need people to get vaccinated, still can't. Wanna know why? Keep sending doctors out there. If we're gonna have veterinarians get this privileged whatever that they get where nobody questions them, let's use it for good. Call a press conference tomorrow, okay? All the doctors on stage are like, big announcements about COVID. And everybody's like, okay. And then the doctors put down the mic, walk off the stage. We fill that stage with veterinarians, okay? You gotta picture it. I'm talking Caesar the dog whisperer, okay? I'm talking those Irwin kids. I'll throw up there the bear that hates fire. I'm talking anything in that world. And they just look down the barrel at Middle America. They're just like, America, if you guys don't get vaccinated, your dogs will get COVID. If you don't think Middle America's gonna be like, you fucking got it, dude. Done deal. Or we can stop listening to veterinarians. That's my favorite one. But if we're gonna... Oh, this is interesting. I've been crying more. That's a fun thing. So I grew up in Virginia. Like, yeah, I know in Hollywood people talk about it, but like in Virginia, that was like a thing growing up. It's true. Like we just didn't, my dad growing up, he was like, we don't cry. And I was like, done deal. Gotcha, dude. And so I didn't cry. I did not cry until I was 26 years old. This is totally real. Didn't cry. I choked up constantly, but I just didn't cry. Every movie I watched with a girl, she'd be like, what'd you think? I'd be like, so good! And but I would just hold it right here. Get down. And then 26 years old, something happened, and the levees broke. And so it came out, and it was like, it was brutal. Did you ever discover your cry as an adult? Wild. Couldn't breathe. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Can't breathe. Who would have thought? And then I couldn't stop, and then, you know, but I did it. Then I was like, that was weird. One off. Year later. Yeah, year later, cried again. 6 months later, cried again. 3 months, 2 months. Now, half of YouTube. Done. Half of YouTube. I can just go. If anything returns home to anything, I am losing it. Do you know this genre of, oh, it's the best. Check it out if you haven't. I'm telling you, if there is something in this room, and it does not know this thing in this room is gonna come through this door, I am losing it. I love it. Everything can make you cry these days. Everything. These Disney movies are the one that get me the worst. Like these Disney cartoons are Disney, and it's what it is it's the old versus the new.